He's out there with McCullough. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the four-man position. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback.
Giannis just doesn't stop working, plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Middleton the pass to MP.
Giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Antetokounmpo against Bagley. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Offensive rebound. And a wide-open look for MP. Another miss by MP.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. MP with a screen on Turner. Shot's good by Middleton.
Well, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
To making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He added 22 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Rockets. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
You know, for the Wizards, they've got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
McCollum kicks to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up. He knows when to roll to the bucket off screen.
Timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Middleton outside. Here's Carrington. Guarded by Porter. A nice shot by Harris.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that orange. What a night he's had.
Now here's Porter. 8 points his last outing. Guard pair, Porter and Trent. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. And it's Portis in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Porter outside. They get it back. Giannis passes to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Giannis sets a screen for Trent. No good on the 3. Wizards trail by 3. And a deep 3 from MP. And again, Washington with the triple.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Trent outside. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the Ravens stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Giannis showing creativity.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. And then for Washington, Marvin Bagley comes in for Keyshawn George. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carlton Carrington. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Anthony. Turner's got it all tied up now for the Bucks. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. McCollum off a pick from Harris. McCollum with the bounce pass. MP again from G.
Shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a problem.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot.
Pass to Harris. 16 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. And it's Bagley in the corner. Harris setting the pick for Bagley. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now a 5-point Washington lead. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Wizards. They lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for...
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks for joining us. Now
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Here's who Brian Keith is starting the second half with. We've got Bagley. Cohen is out there with MP. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Even clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Guys, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Anthony. Bank shot. No good.
I think he'd love to have that one back. Got the ball right where he wanted to and couldn't convert.
And Brian Keeve wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Washington. Washington leading now by 5. Pass to Harris. Kuzma against Middleton. A 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Giannis. The rebound by Champagnie.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Beyond the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
At this stage of his young career, MP knocking down jumpers, that is very encouraging.
Trent passes to Anthony. Back to Trent from deep. Washington with the rebound.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Trent outside. Back to Anthony. Looking to end the run. And the Bucks miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Pass to Harris. And again, Washington with the triple.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. MP really making a difference here.
He is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. And a switcher also for Washington. Koulibaly's checked in. Now Anthony, 5 points in the game. The rebound by Carrington.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Kuzma kicks to Anthony. Turner with the screen for Anthony. Milwaukee, no good that time either. There's Washington. 11 unanswered points for him. A 3 from MP. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got 41.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Turner. George is checked in for the Wizards.
Because Portis is an active scorer, he draws the D's attention sometimes a little too much.
Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. And it's Anthony in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lets the 3 fly. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Washington. Harris a screen on Kuzma. A 3 ball. And MP with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 6 assists here tonight. Anthony taking his time here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
That bucket in no time at all. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Wizards. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Anthony right side. Tries again. He can't get that one. George with the defensive effort. Washington leading now by 21. Harris outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. Harris has got 53. Giannis dishes to Turner. Outside Anthony. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
I'm here with one of the victors. MP, you were looking for your teammates tonight, and they delivered.
Hey, basketball 101, right? Find the open man. Only way to do that is unselfishness and communication. If you play that way, you'll win that way, you know, and we win a lot of games.
Here's to a lot more. Thanks, MP.
Hey, thank you.
Kevin, back to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time.
luck out there, MP.
Bro, I got a great theme lined up for the second half of this season. Please tell me you're ready to go.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Bet. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP. Coming at
Listen, they love you, and they're hungry. They could be huge, and we could be...
All right, MP, how do you feel about this matchup tonight?
It's exciting.
Well, we've got some games behind us now, Doris, and at this point of the season, what has caught your attention so far?
I mean, for me, BA, it's always about what players have made the leap, which ones have refined their games by the hard work they put in the offseason. And for me, boy, a number of guys have really taken big steps.
Well, MP has made it clear that scoring is an emphasis for him right now. He's looking to be more assertive offensively.
And when you have a player like MP make a statement like this, it sends a message to the rest of the team. It's him telling his teammates, give me the ball and let me do my thing. All eyes are going to be on MP, and he might be... drawing some extra double teams, too. A lot of teams want to prove MP wrong.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Michael Porter out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Guys, we know MP is a gifted scorer, but tonight he wants to take it to another level. He told me, I'm trying to set an aggressive tone out there for the team. I am going to attack every single chance I get. A one-man scoring machine, but it's all for the team.
Sounds like MP is planning to have a big night. Thanks, Allie.
Outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Thomas. The shot. Rebound Washington, and it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. After playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry. Shams, thank you.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Carrington, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Inside, here's Mann. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Washington's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. For 3, here's Harris. He buries it from 3. MP's got 9.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Dimon, covered by Carrington. Dimon, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Harris misses. Nets trail by 3 to the paint. Here's Thomas. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Pass to Harris. Let's go with a 3. Oh, another miss by MP. The Nets have got 6 of 8 shots to go. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. 19-footer. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 7.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Pass to Harris. Over Thomas. Now Harris. Outside Carrington. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Middleton.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
And here's Thomas. Covered by MP. Thomas against Harris. Thomas, that's good.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Carrington. Pass to MP. Fires in the triple. Harris has got 12.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
A 3 from the inbound. That one is off. MP getting it done for the Wizards. Torching the Nets. Hitting 4 from distance that quarter. All right, we'll get back to... Champagny. He's checked in for Kispert. Middleton comes in for Whitmore. And MP subbed in for Johnson. The Wizards have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. We've got Bilal Coulibaly, Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then it's MP, and it's Champagny at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Washington right now. Stolen by Middleton. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, NP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He scored 53 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
4-3, and again, it's Washington with a 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Porter. Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Middleton, right side. And here's MP from outside. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Harris has got 21.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Man with it. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rocking.
And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Washington making some changes. Bagley's checked in for George, and it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. Brooklyn also changing it up. Sharp comes in for Claxton, and Cam Thomas subbed in for Williams. Here's Porter. No made baskets yet. Pass to Man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Thomas from the arc. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Outside Porter. Here's Thomas. They need this. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
And that one misses. Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Porter a screen. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Well, the absolute response from three by Cam Thomas.
And here's MP. Beyond the arc. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Dimon. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Dimon's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Thomas. Sharp, a screen on Harris. Here's Thomas. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side. Washington leading by 11. MP, the pass to Bagley. Now here's Harris. And again, it's Washington with a three.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hey there, everybody. With the All...
I don't know how you narrow this down. All these guys, top shooters, who can win it? Maybe we need 2 three-point contests.
Well, the way the league's trending, you might not be far off. And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Nets.
Their perimeter D.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
On the floor for Brooklyn. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Sharp out there with Michael Porter, and it's Man in at the 3. Small forward.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Nets trail by 14. Pass to Dimon. Now Sharp. Here's Man. Launches a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
Outside Carrington. Harris down low. Thomas defends. And yes, another back. bucket.
Yeah, another extraordinary effort from him. Now, we've come to expect this as of late.
Yeah, he's now tied for 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Back to Porter. For 3. Thomas misses.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, BA, is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress of big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
Pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. Offensive rebound. Outside Porter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on MP.
Nice to see that intensity from Porter Jr. going right into the defender to collect a shooting foul.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
Pass to MP. MP making a long-range connection.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And a change for the Nets. Wilson's checked in for Porter Jr. Pass to Thomas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. There's the triple. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Harris's shot is good.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And that one's good. Thomas has got 26.
And there's a high motor that Cam Thomas comes with on the offensive end, and his scoring is just putting so much pressure on.
For 3, here's Harris. And again, Washington with a triple.
This guy is on fire. Now, defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Wilson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in. 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To the left wing. This one for 3. And that one's good. Wilson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Wizards leading by 15. Pass to Harris. Can he keep it going? Good! That's another bucket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Dimon, covered by Carrington. Harris against Thomas. It's rebounded by Washington.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Down low. Pass to Harris from 18 feet away. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
And so it's MP making things happen for Washington. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Back to the game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team.
He's checked in for Washington. And it's Washington with the ball. No good on the quick three. Johnson is out there with MP. Then there's Corey Kispert. Then there's George. And it's Coulibaly in at the three. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 10 points in just the second half.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
And here's MP from out. Oh, another one falls.
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal. Night in, night out. Here's Thomas for 3. Buries it from 3. Thomas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
A deep 3 from MP, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Porter with it. He's picked up by Kispert. Takes one from 10 feet. That one's wide left. Wizards leading by 19. Coulibaly finds MP. The kick out to Johnson. Now here's MP. Back to Johnson. Pass to Harris from outside the arc. Counted from distance.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Brooklyn has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Sharp passes to Thomas. Shot from 16. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. A full line change here for Brooklyn. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Nets.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Wizards.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much...
Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Back to Martin. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Claxton a screen on MP. Lets it go from deep. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. And Washington with possession. Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. And here's Harris. Outside Coulibaly. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the board. Martin outside. And he lays it up and in. Here's Johnson. George passes to Harris. It's intercepted. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most
you really had a little extra pep in your step tonight.
I mean, you guys get to see the videos I put out. But when I say I want to be the best scorer in the league...
Brian, back to you.
All right, Dominic, appreciate you.
Austin.
All right, MP, you're always locked in, but seeing a little something extra tonight. What's going on?
Yo, MP, let's go.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's as motivated as a player can be. And this is the kind of impact that not many guys are capable of having. The energy and effort he's playing with isn't easy to maintain, but if anybody can keep it up, it's MP.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton, MP out there with McCollum. Then it's Alexander Soto. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. And MP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
Investing Zion Williamson the fastest to do it in 40 years. The future of MP is bright.
And let's check in with him. And she's got the latest for us on MP.
Well, I spoke to MP before the game. He told me he was very aware of the defensive challenge in front of him, but feels like these are the types of games that bring out the best in him, saying he's focused on turning in a dominant scoring performance. Guys, he sounded confident.
And when he's dominant, watch out. He's going right at him. That's his mentality. Hey, thanks. And the big fella, Alex R, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Back to Murray. And Watson has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A nice shot by Harris. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Murray, no good. Washington leading now by 5. And Middleton kicks to MP. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
3 points.
Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. George is checked in for Washington. And another miss by Denver. And so, MV will bring it up for the Wizards. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Brown. Trying to find Valanciunas. It's to him.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
They swipe it. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And the foul called on MP. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Carlton Carrington. George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Harris. And it's Champagnie in at the 5. Home in the paint. Murray, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He scored 53 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Washington with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Murray dishes to Valanciunas. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Well, at 6'11", 275, Valanciunas can really carve out space down low.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Wizards leading by 4. Harris up top, headed by Hardaway. MP passes to Middleton. Back to Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 6th assist on the night.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Hardaway passes to Valanciunas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And a deep 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. The Nuggets trail by 7. Down kicks to Murray. For the 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Middleton the pass to Harris. MP nails the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So for the Wizards, Alexander Saw. He's checked in for Keyshawn George. And McCollum subbed in for Carlton Carrington. To the paint. Here's Brown. And the rejection by MP. Ring shot on the way. No good off the front iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Johnson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And credit Brown, that was a nice find. He's expanded his passing game.
Screen by MP. Middleton the pass to Harris. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Out to Hardaway. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. His last outing, 16 points for him. Not as good, and the Wizards lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Hardaway.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
MP has been leading the charge to Washington. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Back right after this.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Wizards.
You see their intent right away.
And that's a halftime wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Jokic is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value. Those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Murray for 3. That shot misses.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor. He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Watson kicks to Johnson. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray and is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Wizards making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. You look at MP, well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. MP's got 41. The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray scanning the floor. Here's Jokic. Watson for 3. They need this one. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jokic has got 8 points.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
McCollum dishes to MP. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Out to the right wing. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Watson's shot is off. Wizards leading by 15. MP outside. On the wing, Koulibaly. McCollum outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, that's the thing about Jokic. He makes you work defensively throughout the game.
The Nuggets have been perfect. Here's Brown. Fires the 3. Shot is good, and the Wizards lead has got down to just 10 points and the bucket for Murray.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
So on the floor for Washington. MP out there. With C.J. McCollum. Then it's Alexander Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the 4th. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Brown from deep. Green from outside.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
And another one.
And only a handful of the all-time greats have more 50-point games than he does.
He's moved all the way into a tie for 4th place on that list. Jokic against Sarr. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. Brown fires. Missed on the 3. Harris. The 3 goes down.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Brown against Harris. Brown up top. Oh, the dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. MP. And down goes the 3.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no 3s.
McCollum against Murray. Here's Johnson. Takes the three. And Harris will pull it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Wizards.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for, and again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Jokic, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best.
Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Murray. And Sarr pulls it down. MP, that's for 2. And that one hits back iron.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. We got to keep...
MP, you managed to lead your team to the...
Most of it is just trusting my...
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us.
Look, MP, they love you, okay? They said engagement's been through the roof since you started.
Look, being the #1 option is not for everyone.
Feeling you, MP.
Things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, BA, I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And one of the ongoing storylines for MP this season, he's made it known that he is extremely focused on making a statement with his offense.
And so far, he's delivered on his promise to keep his foot on the accelerator offensively. The scoring role is one that most players would happily embrace, but it's the rare few who can deliver in this fashion the way we've seen MP do it.
And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keith and I were able to chat. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most for side, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. And legs over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, PA, this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
Here's Brunson following the score by Washington. Towns with room to shoot. They get it again. Brunson with the bucket.
And that's just heart from Brunson. Just hitting those offensive boards.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Screen by MP. McCollum finds Harris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's more than deserving of this accolade given the way he's been playing. He injects so much energy into their offense, whether he's finishing the play himself or lending a helping hand. And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New York has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
McCollum, pass to Harris. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Towns on a screen. Brunson throws it down.
How about Brunson showing his burst to the rim? Speed and vertical on display.
McCollum, the pass to MP. Three-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 4. To the middle. Clarkson outside. Sinks it from distance.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
McCollum, pass to Harris. Another miss by Harris.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Now here's Clarkson. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Middleton outside. Pass to George. Now here's MP. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. Middleton passes to Harris. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harris has got 12 points.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Hart finds Clarkson. Outside Brunson. And it's New York scoring again. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Middleton passes to Harris. Over Brunson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Kispert. Whitmore comes in for George. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carrington in for McCollum. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for Hart. McBride, he's checked in for Clarkson. Kolek comes in for Brunson. Here's Koulibaly. And another miss by Washington. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Knicks out in front. They lead by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
They've got Johnson. Whitmore is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Riley in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Bridges finds Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges. Delivering a dime right on the money.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship.
Teams will make substitutions. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York has got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He scored 53 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Clarkson for 3. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
Started out strong for three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Knocks down the long J.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Clarkson, and the 18-footer right on the mark. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Comfortable scoring it anywhere on the floor. Jordan Clarkson is instant offense.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
McCollum, pass to Harris. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. MP's got 21 points in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Yabusele outside. Pass to Robinson. The 3 is up. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got 5 now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
So for Washington, Kispert comes in for Coulibaly, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Carrington. New York also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Yabusele. Shamet comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Here's Shamet. Sweet little floater. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
McCollum, pass to MP. MP drills the 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Clarkson outside. Back to Brunson. Takes a three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
McCollum, the pass to Harris. And the Wizards with another 3.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And that one's good. 14 points for him.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
For 3, McCollum. And it's New York with a rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
All right. And that'll do it for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Josh Hart is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Size and shooting touch always in demand, legs. And 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. The 3 is up. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke.
Don't let Brunson get hot. I mean, he'll answer all game long.
McCollum, the pass to Harris. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks were able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Oh, nice shot by MP.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Brunson passes to Clarkson. Uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got 12 points.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
MP is screen on Bridges. And here's Harris outside. And again, it's Washington with the 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Brunson against MP. Out to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive board. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Back-to-back 3s, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Brunson passes to Clarkson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And that one's good. Brunson.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans have dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Clarkson. Hart with a screen on Harris, and the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Bridges. He's good with a little jumper in close.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for Washington, Koulibaly, he's checked in for Kispert, and it's Carrington in for McCollum. MP, a screen on Bridges. A deep three from MP. Washington again can't hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Here's Brunson. Towns for 3. The shot comes out.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Carrington. Back to MP. The slam from MP.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brunson. Soft touch off the glass. Brunson's got 13 in the second half.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Screen by MP. Middleton outside. To the inside. MP getting it done inside.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
MP getting it done for the Wizards. An insane quarter. No one could... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great...
Substitution here for Washington. George, he's checked in for Johnson. Kispert comes in for Whitmore. Middleton is checked in for Koulibaly. And MP subbed in for Carrington. New York also changing it up. Josh Hart's checked in for Yabusele. Bridges comes in, and it's good! He hits another one!
His elite offensive play has made its mark here once again.
Now second overall in career 50-point games. Fire up that GOAT conversation.
Certainly, Michael Jordan, the guy he's just passed, is dead center in that ongoing conversation around who is the best ever.
Fires a 3. Oh, it doesn't go. The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. From deep 3-point range. Towns rips down the board. New York has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Outside Bridges. Now Towns. Tries it from 9. Stat doing what he does.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Now Harris shoots a 3. Towns rips down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Clarkson. Oh, it doesn't go. Washington's gone 4 of 9 from 3-point range in the fourth. Harris a screen. Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good. The Knicks with the lead. And now the Knicks on the break. And Brunson running the floor.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
Outside Harris takes a three. Another bucket. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Brunson against MP. Brunson. Oh, he missed the jumper.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Harris for three. Good. Another from three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The PA, he's on fire.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. On the wing, Clarkson. Middleton covering. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
This is a big trip for a young player. Can MP deliver?
A productive trip to the line right there makes this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by New York. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.